His Excellency Turki Alalshkh wants all the smoke, and he wants it in Saudi Arabia. He wants the winner out of Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev to face David Benavidez in December. Now, they have a rematch clause. Yeah, we know that, but he thinks it's more practical than Canelo versus Benavidez. And let me counterpunch. Turki Alalshkh is willing to put a rematch clause on hold. What he's actually saying is he's willing to omit the rematch clause. Because if you think about it, let's say Bivol beats Beterbiev or Beterbiev beats Bivol. Any one of those guys they beat each other and they move on. And then they offer him a loot of money to fight David Benavidez. First of all, Turkey has given David Benavidez an incentive for the duckery of Canelo Alvarez. Let's just call it what that is. You know what I mean? You're fighting for undisputed, and all you have to do is get past Volsnik. You know what I'm saying? To get the winner of Beterbiev versus Bivol or Bivol. But I think the major thing here is whoever wins, and then they go on to fight David Benavidez. What if David Benavidez beats them? What if Bivol beats David Benavidez? You know, and what if Bivol beats Beterbiev and then he fights David Benavidez? If he fights David Benavidez and David messes around and beats him, why would you want to have a rematch clause with the other fighter that you've already beaten? It makes no sense to me. See, to me, looking at this whole equation, it's like they're throwing David Benavidez in there to see what he does. Well, obviously, if he beats Volsnik, he's earned his campaigning rank rights at 175 because, you know, Volsnik is a legitimate former champion in the light heavyweight division. However, is he the best? No. He's already been beaten by one of the best that will fight each other in June 1st. Okay, so Turkey putting David in there and just saying, hey, you can fight David after David beats Volsnik. I think, you know, that's not really a complete cycle. You know, I think that's rather skipping a step. Because if that was the case, he should have made it a tournament to begin with. He should have had Volsnik, David Benavidez, and then Beterbiev and Bivol. All right, a lot of E's and B's, and then the winners should have fought each other. That's how it should have been, like AJ and Ngannou, and then of Usyk and to Fury. So they should have been like that. But I think he's trying to make it like that just in case. Like, hey, well, look. I want to see the winner out of these two, you know. But you can look at it another way and say, well, what if Bivol versus Beterbiev, one wins one fight and the other one wins another fight, then they're going to have to fight a third time. So I understand the logic in that sense when you think about it that way. Okay, so I think overall you have the big fight between Beterbiev and Bivol. You know, and then David Benavidez will have an opportunity to come in and winner takes all and steal the whole show, you know, without it being a second fight. Because if the only way this makes sense is David Benavidez gets knocked off, he gets beat. Okay, because if he gets past Volsnik and he doesn't get past Beterbiev, okay, he's had his shot at light heavyweight, you know, and then he can decide to go to cruiserweight or whatever he's going to do. You know what I mean? And it depends on how he loses. If it's a close fight, then okay. But if it is Beterbiev and he runs over everyone like he always does, and he gets to David Benavidez and he does the same thing, would be no reason for a rematch because Beterbiev would be that guy, unless David wants to test himself. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I just haven't seen anybody that wants another piece at Beterbiev because Beterbiev is an absolute monster. He's the Russian monster. Right? So yeah, it's I have mixed feelings about it. You guys tell me what you think about David Benavidez and His Excellency Turki Alalshkh wanting David Benavidez to fight the winner of Dmitry Bivol and Beterbiev before their rematch. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!